How are we doing again? Sorry about that. I had to start another stream because if it's pixelated, I want to see how it's going again. So let's try again and let's see how the thing is working. If it's still coming out pixelated, change your settings. I want to see how this is coming out. If it's still pixelated, then I have to do this another day. See, on my end, it's coming clear, but on your end, pixelated, according to some of you. So I don't understand if there's something I can do about the pixelation or not. If not, then let me see how it's going on the thing. Because in the window, it comes out clear, but it doesn't. You see it fine. You put on my channel, I see it all pixelated. It's just a issue with YouTube. I just wanted to come on and show you guys what I got. Cindy, do you see it fine or no? It's still pixelated. See, when I moved that, when I took out the Color in Heaven, it comes out fine. Really, I guess it's the Color in Heaven magazines that are the issue because the paper's too bright. That might be the issue. Okay, so you know what we'll do? I'll just say I have these. These is called World and a Colorful Adventure Storybook Adventure. I'm not going to show these because I'm going to end up doing a flip through of these. I guess I'm going to have to film separate flip throughs because when I show these get really pixelated. I don't know why that is, that they get all pixelated. The paper isn't that really white, but it's coming out like incredibly white on it. So this is Shao Ryu. You coloring book. I actually saw this on Coloring Queens, and it said this book brings a flow of happiness. So you see that there's a bunch of dragons, so they're really big into dragons. This illustrator is. So here is the cover again. The back cover looks like this. So this is what the dust jacket looks like without its cover. You take the dust jacket off, so you get that. Isn't that nice? I actually first saw this on Coloring Queen's channel, so I wanted to show you that. So I think they give you an introduction, a blank page there. Really, it always does something weird. Some books have really white paper and they screw with the live. I don't know why that is. So then you get this here. Just move this back a little bit. Maybe if I move this back, you guys can see it. Oh, as you see, I'm wearing my DC shirt. It says Bruce, Selena, Diana and Bruce, and Selena and Clark. Which you guys all know that means Bruce Wayne, Diana Prince, Bruce Wayne, Selena Kyle, Clark Kent. So here this is in there. So this nicely. So then you get this little picture here. We get some colored in pages, which I think are really nice in the Asian coloring books. I bought this one and this one off of Amazon Japan because it's cheaper to buy them sometimes on Amazon Japan, plus the shipping's a lot more reasonable. Right now, shipping is insane for international books, but it's not as insane to go on Amazon Japan. Also, this was told by one of the sellers. Now, some of you know, 70 East Books on Etsy is no longer there, because June of 70 East Books started her own site. It's called www.70eastbooks.com now. And she is given, and she wanted to let me know and have others know this, that she's offering a 15% discount on books, guys, over at her store up until the end of August. So if you want to buy anything internationally, she's also a place to consider. She has very good books there. See, I love the colors in this one. Like, I like the colors here in this one. That's really nice. The way the colors are there. So they have some colored in stuff in here. Sharayu. These are pictures drawn by Satoru Sato. See, gives you some information. I don't speak Japanese, so I don't know what the writing says. So some of you may have seen this on Coloring Queen's channel. See, this has a dragon on it. There's a dragon here, this side, and then this side. A lot of dragons in this book. So if you're a person who really, really likes dragons, you'll love this book. I like it a lot more than I thought I would. The paper is definitely like more of a cardstock paper, but I wouldn't put markers on this because A, it's double-sided, and I would probably work in this book with pencils. There's some grayscale in here. Like this one is like, you could tell this background is really meant to be grayscale. I think this book is telling a story, actually, if you think about it. Because the way they structure Japanese books is they tell a story. I know this because that's just their tradition of doing it. When they do any kind of book, it's telling a story. So you might want to consider doing the book in order. Some people don't do the book in order, but that's fine too. Because remember what Didi always said, you're the boss of your coloring book. So this right in here. Probably I get Google Translator to translate this all for me. You get that. This is cute, whatever this is. Look, cute little penguins. Who's the penguin fan? That's really cute. That's nice. It does have some grayscale in it, I noticed. I know, that's what I was thinking. It looks like a bookmark. What is this? Isn't that pretty? More Japanese. Sharayu. Let's try trace it and paint it. Right? But I don't know what the rest of the text reads. So this book is broken up into sections. See, like I think they're giving you lessons here on how to trace and do this stuff. Things like that. I'm glad it looks good on your phone. I just hope it plays back well. Let's try tracing and painting again. I think this tells you about Sharayu, the artist. He works with the mediums, things like that. This talks about pencils. It talks about pens, different pens and drawing. This talks about, this is colored pencils. This is water brushes. And I think this is some kind of Erotowski marker. I've never seen these markers before. Never heard of them before, so I have to look those up. This is an example of somebody who did some work in the book. So, yeah, some of the Japanese books give you tips and tricks in them if you can read the text. And this is a lot of text to read in a Japanese book. It's all in Japanese, of course. But then it gives you like a list of credits. I think this is credits like in a movie. Like this little pink page. This book brings a flow of happiness. Then it gives you this cool end cover. So I think that was a pretty cool book. Now, you guys know I wanted this one. This is the one that I really, really wanted for a while. This is called Noko Niko. And it actually translates to Story of Precious Cats. Now, I was trying to get this for a while. I really was trying to get my hands on this. It's just the price tag was really, I ordered it on one shop on Etsy. Then they couldn't get it delivered to me because they didn't deliver to the United States. Then I tried a second shop on Etsy. I couldn't get it because, oh, we're sorry, but FedEx is not an option for you. Oh, you can add another $15 to your purchase if you go DHL. I wasn't going to do that. Then I found the book on Amazon. Then I tried going to, what is that store? There's a store here in New York City. It is called Kinokunina. And what it is it's a Japanese bookstore on 6th Avenue in the 40s. So it's like on the other side of where I work, because I work on the east side. So that's the in-between point between the east and the west side. So I had to make a special trip to go down there, hoping that this book would be in the shop, because sometimes they do carry the Japanese books, and I wouldn't have to pay the shipping. But alas, that did not happen. So I wanted to try one more time, and I found it on Amazon Japan for a much more reasonable price than I would have found it on Etsy. This is why shopping around is important when you're looking for Japanese / Asian, when you're looking for Asian coloring books. So do shop around. There's a lot of different places to get them. Some of these books, Cool Craft Books, Living in Tokyo on Etsy, or your 3 best bets. Some of these books now has their own shop. So Cool Craft Books, Living in Tokyo, your 2 Etsy shops now. AliExpress, but I never liked the quality of what I get at AliExpress, but that's just been my experience. Some people have great experiences on AliExpress. Amazon Japan, trying to list where else you can get Asian coloring books. Those are the places that and Yes Asia. That's the other place you can get Asian coloring books, but I've never bought anything from Yes Asia. So this is Nico Nico. So let's get the cover out of the way. Oh, that's cute. Circus Troupe. Let me take it out. So that's that. Ooh, this is nice paper. Oh, that's cute. I am going to raise up the thing. I'm going to have to raise up the tripod. Get this all in focus. I'm going to have to raise up the tripod. This book. Yes, I'm still alive. I'm just going to try and get this book. And don't ask me if we need to color in the Color in Heaven books, because those books are going to cause me problems. I'm just trying to get the tripod in the right direction to get the full length of the books. Spacing up. It's just that this book is double page, so I want to try and get as much as the images that I can get in there. That's pretty. Look at that. That is pretty. This reminds me of a place that my mother's been. I think this reminds me of when she went to Moravian Cemetery. This picture with all the animals. So it gives you the characters: Poopery and Pupine, Chow, Tom, Daisy, Heck. I think it's the name of the other cat. It's Heck. Oh, do you like them? I've heard very good things about them. I've seen somebody did a review of them recently. Then you get this lovely picture in here. Then you get Spring. I had to raise it up a little bit because I mean, 520 pencils seems a lot to me. You know, some ways this reminds me of the, you know what this reminds me of? The Rhapsody in the Forest and Manoir de Bonheur. It kind of reminds me of that, only with cats. Look at the cats with the strawberries and the fruits and the vegetables. Oh, that's really a nice picture. Look at the cats at the dress shop. Oh, that is too adorable. Oh. Food always tempts me. That's what I would wonder, 520 pens. The Felissimos. I've always wanted to try those pencils, but I'm like, I don't feel like spending that much money every month on pencils. I know Lovella did. Yeah, there's a Japanese company that makes these pencils called Felissimo. So I don't know if I could do that level of commitment every month. I pay for so many colors, and then eventually I get down to 500. I get up to like 5 something. But they all like come in like these tubes. Having that many pencils. That's the thing with me. I would be hard to do it with that. Who recently did a review of them? Someone recently did a review. Now here's our Alice in Wonderland style picture. These are cute. Oh, the town musicians. Summer. So it's divided into seasons. Oh, hot air balloons. Exactly. I'm not spending almost all that money on pencils. I could think of a lot of better things to spend $2,000 on. Well, it's pretty good. That's a pretty good price when you consider what we spend on some other of the pencils. So look at the 2 cats. How many cats? 3 cats over the campfire with the little kettle, tents, and everything. This is too adorable. I didn't even see these pictures when I got them. I just unopened the box. Well, that's because you're paying every month to get so many pencils, and then I think it's for a certain period of time, but then they come in cups so that each of them are a different set of colors, like pale colors, pastel colors, or something like that. It's the way that I remember seeing them. Here's that picture that we saw the front circus troupe. Oh, that's cute with the lights. Oh, that's adorable, little kitties. Cats fishing. Oh, oh, that's really adorable. Autumn. This would be a good picture to color for Halloween. Really, guys, this would be a beautiful picture to color for Halloween. Look at the cats and all dressed up in the house, plus plenty of pumpkins, a haunted house, a graveyard. This would make an awesome spread for Halloween. This whole section of autumn and the Halloween pictures, it's cute. I could see myself coloring with this book when my nieces get a little bit older in this book. To enjoy this book with them. Oh, I like that. Eat me. With all the candy and the Alice in Wonderland things here. Oh, Mad Tea Party. In the style of Alice in the Wonderland. Winter. These would make good Christmas in July pictures, I think. Which were kind of in that month. Oh, she's like nice. Toy chest. The puppet show. Oh, my. Does this remind you of something, of another picture in another book, Robin? Does this remind you of Symphony of Cute Animals? I remember Shalene doing a pic from, oh, what was it? What was the name of the, Symphony of Cute Animals? I think has a Christmas picture very similar, but not as detailed as this. Oh, Grandma Cat. Unless you guys want me to do Christmas in July pictures. No, Grace is very capable of that, but this would be like a 4-part stream if that happened, if you guys wanted a Christmas in July picture. These are just things I'm thinking about. Then we get the book. And if you guys are wondering what pencils I took with me on vacation, I took the Crayolas with me, and I did a Circle of Life picture. I did a 4 in that Relax and Focus book. Anybody have any particular preferences on what I color? It's Christmas in July, but not really in the mood to color Christmas. I don't really want balloons because I'm in the middle of doing 2 balloons as pictures as it is. So maybe these would be nice to color. I don't know why, but this one kind of attracts me. Or we could do the very first page in the book, which is the 2 things with the nutcracker, things like that. Or we could color this. Thinking this. I bookmarked those for something else. Really? Those make good Christmas pictures, but I don't think I'm in the mood to do big, complicated pictures. We'll do this one. I don't really color cats very often, so this will be a test for the animal skin. Orange, yellow. And these are livers. I think you're going to like the Pablos. I think you're going to be like the Pablos. Lemon. These are livers, Kim. These are very good. I find that when I do books like this, that the prismas go all over these books. I don't know why, but they have a problem with prismas laying down on paper like this. On my Monet, the Monet books and my Erie books, so I started using my Lyras and my Schiffer Farbens in books like this more. Lyras have a really good payout. The Lyras are very good pencils. They're just like any other pencil, you just have to be careful how you use them. I'm finding that my whole binds really like everything, with the exception of glossy paper. And what I mean by glossy papers, they don't really like the color art books, but for the color art books, I really use the markers more. I find that for things that are like, you know, the color art books, the color ya books, or like the spiral books, that they're better for the markers than they are for other things. If I don't finish this today, I will probably, because remember we did 20 minutes, then now 30 minutes. So the whole vines are wonderful. They really are worth, in my opinion, they're worth the money, but some people don't think they're worth the money, but that's just an opinion. This is a red yellow. You know, what I like about the Holbeins is that, you know, they color just as nicely as the Prisma, but they don't break as easily. You know, they lay down just as well as the Prisma. And they're thick like the polys. Like all the negatives of the polys are, you know, polychromals have negatives too. Like I find that I can't blend very well with them as well as I blend with the Prismas. You know, here's the thing: Prismas are more layering, and polys are more straight for me anyway. When I want straight color, I go with the polys more. But when I want to layer up my colors, I use my Prismas. Except I don't get the same. You know, when I use my Prismas, I get a lot of wax. And that's just because it's the way I color. You know, I'm still considered heavy-handed, but I'm not as heavy-handed as I used to be. Some books I prefer using my Lyras. Like Erie, I prefer using my Lyras or my Performance for my Erie books. I've not tried my whole bunch yet in the Erie books, so. I gave my irritants away to somebody who really wanted them. I was having trouble with my irritants. I don't know why, but all of a sudden my hands started clamping every time I used those pencils, so they were not comfortable for me anymore, and I don't know what that was about because I used them for years without a problem, but then all of a sudden I had a problem with them. So I don't know if it was just bad timing on my part with them or just it was time. So I'm going to give him a red handkerchief. I don't know why when I see him I think red. Vermilion. What are unis? I don't have those. Cinnamon for the cat's nose. Mitsubishi. Oh, yeah, I saw them. I wasn't interested in them. Plus, the price tag was a little, personally, Kim, I found the price tag high. You gotta love Google for searches and things like that. And I want to say something in Spanish to my mother. I sometimes say it to her in Spanish. Not all. I think some prices have actually come down. What I found amazing was how much the buyers keep going up and down, depending on the way you're buying them. Prussian blue. Prussian blue. Why does this color always lay down so thick, the Prussian? I don't know what it is about Prussian blue. Every time I go to color in Prussian blue, no matter what set it is, it always comes out like really chalky. That's the blue that's like that chalky blue. I'll probably use this blue to finish that C in my Game of Thrones coloring book. We have to have the blinds up in the house. That's good. I think we're never happy with things. We're constantly shifting things and you'll be like, no, I don't like it like that. I already know this is going to be like a light blue. I think I'll never. I did pretty much all the pictures that I did on vacation were done with Crayola pencils. I think they actually came out pretty nice. I feel like I used a lot of reds and pinks. Those colors are almost like green and pink. Crayola is a very good pencil. A lot of people don't like it because it's considered a beginner's pencil. But here's the way that I look at Crayola. Crayola's for a lot of us our first pencil in school. It is a very pigmented pencil actually when you start working with it. The only thing that I wish Crayola had more of was skin tones. That's the only problem I have with it. Like me, you like skin tones. Now we do the light flesh, which is like a pink. I pretty much wanted to try a different pencil. I might have to get that after I move. Not right now. This is sky blue. Don't worry, we'll still have to do the swing. Do you like the colors of the world set? So what pencils do you like the best for skin tone? Honest to God, in my opinion, the best skin tones are the Prismas, but that's only because I've worked with the Prismas longer, so I might be slightly biased. That's what I gotta say. I think I'm biased when it comes to that. So then we get light blue. You guys want me to finish? If I don't finish it, would you guys terribly mind if we continue working on this? Yeah, it's kind of funny. The more Le Mans special that they're doing in Color in Heaven that all the Europeans got, except for us Americans because we're a month behind because of shipping. I finally got the Josh Lee one. Blues are coming out incredibly powdery on this. Wondering if these are like chalk pastels. These colors look. I like working with these a little bit better on this paper anyway. They tend to I notice I'm not making as much dust with these pencils as I would normally make with the Prismas. Prismas do resist some books. I tell you, it's like, oh no, don't resist me. And I guess this could be considered a color your word picture because this is the first book that we are coloring in this beautiful book. But also, guys, be sure to check out Coloring My Way with Renee. She keeps changing her name. But if you go to her community tab, she tells you where all the deals are. But that's a really good place to find bargains if you don't have a lot of money. You know, if you want to save some money. I do, but I have the swatch sheets in different places. Right now, I can't find my swatch book, but that's okay because most of my pencils, I know what they are. But I have a 3-page Holbein swatch somewhere here in the house, but things are kind of in disarray because I was away for 2 weeks, and then things got placed in bottles and things like that. So, okay, so now we go to another pencil. Now we need a brown. That's too dark. That's too. Yeah, that's pretty good. Now this is my swordfish. This, I happen to love this pencil sharpener. My core angle is stuck at the moment, so. Yeah, I'm coloring cats. You know, I used to not color animals on camera. I'm thinking, no, these are probably the first animals that I haven't had. Like, I'm doing fantasy, and I think of them as fantasy animals rather than real life animals. I don't feel as much pressure to do it. Pompeian red. This is actually a brown. See, if I had 520 pencils, I'd be probably like, how am I ever going to swatch that? I could not have a set that big. I think like the biggest sets I have are the 150s of Prismas and Holbeins are my biggest sets. Even if I'm doing that many, a little overwhelming. So how's everybody's resolution? Because we had problems. So who likes that? I think this brown actually goes very well with this stuff. You have them in a string. No, the biggest. Oh, I forgot. I have the 180 set of what is it called? I have the 180 set of what are they called again? Oh, I forget what they're called. What are they called? That set. I have the 180 set of what are they called? They start with a K. What are they? The K. Someone help me with my K's here. Are they the colors? Yeah, the 180 set of colors. That's right. I forgot I had those. I'm sorry, I just like to put things away as I'm doing them so that way they don't distract it. It was Carmine. Nice. That'll work. I forgot I had the 180 set of colors. Those were very affordable. My own thing is, someone goes to me, well, would you consider the Lyra an artist pencil? I would consider this a mid-range pencil, but because they keep raising and lowering the price, it changes. You know, here's the thing. Anything under $40 is considered budget friendly. Anything from 40 to 70 is considered mid-range. No, that's okay. You know, but anything that goes over $80 to $300 would be considered artist quality. Now, the colors are like what I consider a mid-range pencil. You know, because of the price point, but they keep changing the price. When I got my Lyras, they were like 70. You know, and pencils are as finicky as the people who sell them. You know, I like to see what the pencils are gonna. Where the pencils will take me. I think on Tuesday we will continue this. It's like they keep going different prices with this pencil. Sometimes if you're very lucky, you can get good deals. Let's see how the colors do with this paper next time. Maybe we'll do some leaves in the green. Because this actually has a lot of things in it. Like the cats are the simple part and the swing. Believe it or not, the swing and the cats are the easy part of the picture. Everything else is more. Really, these are over $100. Because when I got these pencils, they were like 70. I find that amazing how prices just ridiculously change for things. Yeah. Why is it bigger set than 72? No, me and are also talking about dogs. What kind of dog we could possibly get if we get a dog. She has this heart set on a little poodle mixed with something else. I have my heart set on a Shetland sheepdog. I want another one after my first one. I loved my first dog. You know, my first dog as an adult was a Shetland sheepdog. My first dog as a child, believe it or not, was a Saint Bernard. Now that Saint Bernard's name was Ben. He was something else, you know. So I've had many dogs over the years and cats. I've had mostly cats. But you know, when you get a cat, you have to spray them and or neuter them because if you don't do that, they end up having a lot of babies, cats. It becomes hard to house the kittens. That's a good, I think having a pet is an individual thing. It's kind of like pets become part of our family. And so when we lose them, we're only given so much time with them. So when we lose one, it's really hard because that's like a part of our family has died. You don't get that many. Sometimes you get a lot of years and sometimes you don't. I got like 8 wonderful years with my Shetland sheepdog. I wouldn't trade that for anything in the world. I just wish I had had more time with it. And my dog died of the most unusual thing. She died of throat cancer. What dog do you know at 8 years old dies of throat cancer? Yeah, and it metabolized. The same day she got diagnosed was the day it metabolized. So, they decided to put her to sleep at the hospital. Yeah. Mm. These feel like an oil pencil to me. People say this is a wax pencil. Because these go on a lot smoother than my Prismas, I'll tell you that. Okay. I'm going to have to put my books in big storage bins. Because I feel the difference when I color on this book with these than I do with my Prismas. They're so much nice. They're really nice. So I'm doing the flowers. And after the flowers are done, these red flowers are done. So this is what I've decided to make them. I'm gonna stop and then we'll continue this next time. This is definitely a book that I will be working in a lot. This is just too cute not to work in. And the dragon book, and then the well, then I'll put them in moving boxes. There's a lot of things to work out logistically. I can't believe I finished 9 books this year. So, I'm still going through the collection. And at this point, Kim, I'm now at the, I just finished cataloging the Color in Heaven books that I had in the shelves. I'm pretty sure in my holiday stuff and in my little book section. Yeah, there's a thing where I have all the pocket-sized coloring books. Yes, I do have quite a lot of pocket-sized books, so think about that. And then I found while I was on vacation, I took a book that I had never colored in. Some of you may have seen that on my Instagram, the Relaxed and Focus coloring. And you guys know an unconditional love back. I mean, dogs, cats, whatever your pet of choice is, they give you love back tremendously. I know people who have ferrets and love their ferrets as much as they love a dog. Yeah, I know people who love their ferrets and think that ferrets are just as wonderful as a dog. I had a friend who had a ferret for 20-something years. She just recently lost that ferret and she's crying hysterically. Her mother just got her another ferret. I'm like, where on earth did her mother get her a ferret? Because I thought they were illegal in New York City. Because you're not legally allowed to have one. But if you bought it from another state, then I guess the mother bought it from another state. So I think we will continue this next time. I will put a little sticky on this thing so I know that this is the picture I am working on. So we did get a lot of stuff this time around, so it wasn't like I was planning on getting lots of stuff. So this is where we have decided to finish for today. So remember, I have all the stuff to do with the leaves, the flowers and things like that. Wait a minute. I see another little red thing there. So you guys get to see that. The lyras don't have as many colors as some of the other sets. I keep my lyras in here. This is a very plain, but it's a really nice setup for them, I get them to be the way that I want them to be. And they come with blenders. Like when I got these at first, I did not know what these were. These blenders are very good, actually. I'll tell you that right now. They're really, really good blenders. So, yes, lyras do have blenders. So I want to thank you guys very much for coming and sharing in this. I know this was not an expected stream. This was an unexpected Sunday stream. But are you guys not happy I'm back? Thank you guys for coming and having the conversation and bearing with me through the first stream, which proved to be a wreck because it got all pixelated. That was not my fun. So bye, everybody.